As you know, I have been at Spiel for a few days, in fact 4 days of my life, and I, needless to say, got a huge amount of games out of that place, which I'm very, very happy and very, very keen on. Now, I'm going to show you some of the games, or most of the games, that I have acquired at Spiel, because although I have spoken about them in the podcast, and I have interviewed some of the designers, and I will be doing the reviews for the magazine, for the website, but it's never the same when you hear or read about something, and when you actually see in somebody's hand, you can get a sense of the scale, and you can get a sense of what the quality of the product is. So I wanted to bring these videos, so the GMS Magazine video podcast out, yay! Right, the first one that I'm going to start with is a la carte. I interviewed Karl-Heinz Schmiel at Spiel, and I liked the guy so much. He was so nice that I had to buy the game there and then, and fortunately they only had a German version, and I do not speak German, so that was a bit tricky. But I had to buy, I bought it, and I do not regret it for a second. Thank goodness somebody has translated the rules into a PDF that you can download from Board Game Geek, and therefore I don't particularly mind having the game in German, because it's actually pretty cool. So this is the box. The box is a standard box, beautiful illustration in the front. The whole thing has been very nicely art directed. And in the back we get the standard list of components, which is pretty cool to have. You get a brief description of the game, you get a photo with all the components, and you get the Mad Chef, who is actually quite sweet and very nice indeed. Now, if we shake the box, there are an awful lot of things in here, so that is actually exciting to open. So we open the box. It's not the most solid of boxes, so I can imagine you're going to have to be quite careful if you give an awful lot of use to this, which is fine. Yes, it is 7 o'clock when I'm recording this, as the bells say. So you have to be careful with the box. It's not the greatest of boxes, but it's alright. It's good enough, and if you're a little bit careful, it should last a fair length of time. The next thing that we find, normally, no games really, the rules. The mighty rules. Beautifully laid out. 3 columns, nice illustrations. These are a little bit of padding in some of the illustrations, but other than that, I'm just being picky. In perfect German, as you would expect from a German game. And that's it. There are no more rules. Basically 3.5 pages of rules. I like that. Once we're in here, we get 1, 2, and 3 panels with components. They look well nice. Beautiful illustration. The art direction is very consistent throughout the game, which is something that I really appreciate. It's good that they have used just the one illustrator, and the whole thing is very solid, very consistent with the artwork in the box and in the rules, which is a very, very good thing to observe. However, interestingly enough, you come here and you see all this, but there is something that strikes me, because it looks a lot more realistic. It doesn't look as illustrative as the rest of the tokens, and those are these. Now, the reason why that happens is because these, and there are 4 of them, are the stoves. In a la carte, you have to cook your own meals, and you have to create your own culinary creations. Pardon the redundancy, that was a bit tautological. And you have to spice them. So every player, and the game can play with up to 4 players, receives this. And this, my friends, is your own stove, where you can heat your meal. That's it. I really like that. I think that is absolutely brilliant. But then now you will be wondering, but heat meals. Okay. Yeah, actually, and they give you all you need to eat your meal. You get 4 metallic saucepans like these to go with your meals. That's really cool. That is seriously nice. I really love these things. Very good attention to detail. I like the quality of the component. You know, they could have used something stupid like rubbish plastic or something like that, and instead you get these mountable little saucepans that add a very nice feel to the game. You know, it reeks quality. It's nicely observed. I have the feeling that Hans must be a very adept cook. I'm very keen on cooking, because otherwise this probably they would have gone to save money rather than create the quality of delivering metal, which is really nice. Now lastly but not leastly, we get 4 bags with 4 jars, 1 for each player. In the jars are going to go the spices that you're going to use to spice up your meals. And what you have to do when you play is basically you have a jar with that full of these little beads that come in 5 colors, and you do, and if anything comes out, yay, and if nothing comes out, well, then you haven't spiced your meal very well. You have to be careful, because some people will try to cheat and they will try to do this instead of that, or they will try to shake it, and that is not what's meant to happen. You're just meant to be able to do that and down, and that's the end of it. So nice plastic, they're not glass obviously, nice plastic, very tight lid, which is very good because you don't want all these things being spread in the box at any point. So again, good quality components. I really like it. The only thing that leaves me a little bit cold is the box, which is a tad flimsy. It could be better. It's not bad. Again, it's not bad. I don't think it detracts of the whole packet, but it's the only bit. It's the only component that actually I can criticize in any way, shape, or form. So, am I happy about this? Hell yeah! Come on. Saucepans. Saucepans. It comes with 4 saucepans. How could I not be happy with this? Brilliant. The whole thing feels very solid. The components, the cardboard that these have been made of is properly solid. It is very, very good indeed. These bits will last for ages and ages and ages, which is exactly what you want. The box might not, but this will, which is the important bit. The game is completely language independent, because there are no words in any of the tokens. So from that point of view, I don't really care that I have the German version, because I will be able to use it anyways. So yeah, so far very, very happy with this, and I will let you know how it plays when I do the review. Until then, have a good time.